This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, what's up? You're greatly appreciated. Come on in, make yourself at home. You know the routine. This week takes me to the Hillsborough Public Library again. They sell DVDs and Blu-rays for $1. I actually found a DVD I've been looking for to upgrade from my bootleg to a DVD. Along with that, I have a Turbine 3D pick, my classic B-movie pick for the week. I have an out-of-print, very rare Kino Lorber, as well as a Disney movie home exclusive, which is also out of print. But before I get into what I picked up, not only do I collect movies, yes, I'm one of these weird, wild individuals. I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, I like to share some of the things I've watched, either streaming on the Fire Stick, live in the theater with my family, or actual physical media. I think this week is one physical media. I think the rest are all streaming on the Fire Stick. Well, the first one is a 1986 comedy drama, Gung Ho. This was directed by Ron Howard, Richie Cunningham, Ron Howard, produced by Deborah Blum, written by Edwin Blum. This stars Michael Keaton, Gidi Watanabe, George Wendt, Mimi Rogers, John Turturro, Sho Yamamura, Sab Shimono, Rick Overton, Clint Howard, Jimmy Kennedy, Michelle Johnson, Rance Howard. The plot behind this: when a Western Pennsylvania auto plant is acquired by a Japanese company, brokering auto worker Hunt Stevenson faces a tricky challenge of mediating the assimilation of two clashing corporate cultures. At one end is the Japanese plant manager and the sycophant who is angling for his position. At the other, a number of disgruntled longtime union members struggling with the new experience of Japanese quality control. This is a different 80s. I guess this is more kind of a social commentary because back then, I think in the late 80s, you had a lot of Japanese companies coming to America selling the cars. So I think this is one of those movies that was somewhat reflective of the time, though. But this is young Michael Keaton when he was more on the comedy side. So it's an interesting comedy. It's not like laugh out loud, kind of crack your sides comedy, though, but it's more humor with social commentary involved in kind of a, which is more important, your job with your family, is that kind of balancing story that they're telling, though. But great film from the 80s. If you like Michael Keaton and you like to see him younger, pre-Batman, definitely check out Gung Ho. My next one is actually a television series. This is the 2019 supernatural drama television series Evil. This was created by Robert and Michelle King, husband-wife duo. This stars Katja Herbers, Mike Coulter, Asif Mandavi, Kurt Fuller, Marty Mutullis, Brooklyn Shuck, Skylar Gray. The plot behind this: skeptical forensic psychologist Dr. Kristen Bouchard, Catholic seminarian David Acosta, and skeptical technology contractor Ben Shakur are hired by the Catholic Church to investigate purported supernatural events. As time passes, they find their personal lives increasingly intertwined with such events, and individuals behind some of the incidents, such as Dr. Leland Townsend, a rival forensic psychologist who seems obsessed with Kristen and her family. Very cool television show. This kind of reminds me of a cross between Fringe, Supernatural, and the X-Files. Great chemistry between the actors, especially the priest and the psychologist played by Katja, and just a really kind of fun supernatural with a lot of dark comedy thrown in. So if you like that combination, definitely check out Evil. My next film is a 2025 American science fiction film, Megan 2.0. This was directed, written, and produced. Well, it was written and directed by Geraldine Johnstone, produced by Jason Blum. This stars Allison Williams, Violet McCraw, Advaita Sakno, Jermaine Clement. The plot behind this: U.S. Army Colonel Sattler, head of secret branch of the Pentagon, specializes in new technologies. Given a demonstration of Amelia, an android designed for infiltration and assassination missions, and built using technology copied from the original Megan. During her mission, however, Amelia reveals to Sattler that she's self-aware and escapes from his control. And this movie, to me, differed a little bit from the first Megan. The first Megan, to me, tried to capitalize on the kind of Chucky, child's play, demonic doll, and this kind of does more of an AI artificial take on it, though. It's more dark humor, silly sci-fi with a decent amount of action, so I was entertained. If you're expecting more deeper of a sci-fi movie, you're not going to get it, but it's more on the lines of kind of a AI version of Chucky, though. But a lot of action, still found it entertaining. So if you like that, definitely check out Megan 2.0. My last pick, something I watched on Netflix. This is the 2026 science fiction action film War Machine. This was directed and written by Patrick Hughes, produced by Todd Lieberman. This stars Alan Ritchson, Dennis Quaid, Stephen James, Jai Courtney, Isai Morales, Kenyon Londell, Daniel Weber. The plot behind this: in Afghanistan, an unarmed staff sergeant arrives to help his brother's broken down convoy. His brother tries to convince him that they should apply to become Army Rangers when they are attacked by the Taliban insurgents. And this, to me, had a strong feel of the old sci-fi channel movies made for TV movies, except with maybe a better grade of actor, slightly better graphics or special effects, but still has that kind of cheesy feel to it. For the first maybe 30 or 40 minutes, it feels like a military movie, and probably around the 30-40 minute marks, that's when the sci-fi aspect of the movie kind of pops its head in, though, which I love. So, but if you like that B-type movie, maybe a little more elevated than your normal B science fiction movie, definitely check out War Machine. Now, that's what I watched for the week. Without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink of a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. We're back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have my pickup here from the Hillsborough County Library. Have my Disney movie exclusive Blu-ray. Have an out-of-print Kino Lorber, a Turbine 3D Blu-ray, my classic B-movie for the week. So have some bangers in here. Let me get these situated and get you good people on your way. Hold on. I'm going to jump right into what I picked up at the library. Cocaine Cowboys, based on a real-life story. This is a Magnolia release. I believe they had a sequel to this also that's on Blu-ray. But I had I think this is a red box rental. So kind of upgrading from a bootleg DVD to an actual original DVD. I don't think there's a American Blu-ray release for this. It might be an import Blu-ray release, but very cool story about these young cats who had their flying license, these little two-seater airplanes, and they were basically drug smuggling and just making money hand over fist. So very cool story. Paid $1 for it. Cocaine Cowboys. Next, I haven't seen this yet. I saw this on a trailer. I don't think I realized it was in a foreign language, so there are subtitles. What language is this in? German? Can't tell, but very interesting looking story though. It's a Universal release. Border. Next, another blind buy, but again, I saw the trailer for this. This is a younger John David Washington, if you're not familiar. That's Denzel Washington's son, Anthony Ramos. Kelvin Harrison Jr., Monsters and Men. And I think this kind of gives a two-sided story, or a both perspective story. I think of interactions with police that end up violent. So I think they show the police's point of view as well as the person who was harmed point of view. So again, haven't watched the show, I've just seen the trailer. Universal release. Monsters and Men. Is that the guy from, I think that's the guy from Transformers. Also, I think Blackheart, if that's the name of the Marvel show. Monsters and Men. Next, we have a classic here, the late Gene Hackman. For all you younger collectors, Mikhail Baryshnikov, who used to be, I believe, a ballet dancer, a very famous ballet dancer, from not mistaken. Company Business. This is an MGM release. I believe this is like a spy thriller. Company Business. It's an import. Next, my out-of-print Disney home movie exclusive, The Love Bug, with Dean Jones. I think that's Buddy Hackett, if I'm not mistaken. Michelle Lee. Yeah, Buddy Hackett as Tennessee. So it just brings back memories of the wonderful world of Disney, watching that on Sundays. The Love Bug. And I don't think that there's any more rewards since Sony's taken over for this. The Love Bug Disney. Next, my out-of-print Kino Lorber, Solar Babies. Haven't watched this in years. It's Kino Lorber, based at Kino Lorber Spine. It's in 1985. You know I love my 80s movies. And this is the classic Kino Lorber Studio Classic Blu-ray Face. Solar Babies. My classic pick. This is a straight-to-DVD, a sequel to Nora's Hair Salon with Tatiana Ali from The Fresh Prince, Stacey Dash, and Bobby Brown from New Edition. Nora's Hair Salon, a cut above. And my 3D pick, this is another, I think this might be the last of the Turbine 3Ds. I think I basically have all of them. that I didn't already have. So if I didn't have them from Turbine, I have them from another distributor. So I believe I have all the 3D movies. Hopefully they'll be releasing some more, because they do a decent job on their 3Ds, especially the animated ones. So live action ones are somewhat hit or miss. So, but at this stage of the game, I'm happy anyone's doing 3D movies. So this is my library pickup for the week. If you're familiar with the channel, this is where I separate the plastic from the disc and the artwork, so I can make room for all these movies. One of these will actually make the shelves. So let me get these scanned in, and I'll get you good people on your way. Hold on. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C is in Cocaine Cowboys, L is in Love Bug, Z is in Zachariah. Let's knock this out. I have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, leaving comments. If you made this far in the video, smash the like, give me the big thumbs up. Make sure you share with other movie collectors like yourself. Check out my Saturday collection video, same place, same time. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone, please be safe. Deuces.